The man suddenly realized his new bride had somehow become his first love. He finally understood that the veiled woman who rode alone to the northern border for a political marriage was the princess who should have been his true betrothed. Startled by the truth, he abandoned his new wife and ran after the woman with everything he had, but it was already too late. In their past life, the princess had used her royal power to force the general into marriage, which caused the general's beloved younger princess to be sent away for a peace treaty. Too gentle to survive in a foreign land, the young princess ended her life within a year. From that day on, the princess and the general were bound by hatred. Their sharpest words were always curses, wishing each other no good ending. But when the enemy breached the city gates, the general lifted her onto his own horse, shielded her with his body, and faced the oncoming arrows alone. As thousands of arrows struck him, the princess watched his blood soak the ground, and her heart broke into pieces. He told her their debt from the past life was settled, and if there was another life, he hoped she would let him go. She realized then, the general's love for her royal sister was so deep, that even in death he held a jade pendant engraved with her sister's name. Letting go of all her resentment, the princess stepped off the tower and ended her life. When she opened her eyes again, she was back on the day she had begged her father for the imperial marriage decree. This time, she gave up the general without hesitation and chose to go to the northern border herself. The emperor was shocked by her decision, but she told him she had thought it through, and he changed the decree accordingly. Even her father favored the younger daughter, who knew how to smile and act sweet. So who else in this world could truly love her? Outside the palace, she saw the general kneeling in the same spot as before, pleading for his white moonlight. She decided not to tell him the truth, considering this her way of repaying his sacrifice from the past life and offering him a wedding gift he'd never forget. That day would also be the day she left for the north. The next morning, she told her royal sister that she would go in her place, with one condition: no one could reveal it until the wedding day. Her sister was overjoyed and agreed instantly. The general had no idea and thought the princess still intended to marry him. He barged into her chambers, accusing her of being cruel and jealous, unworthy of anyone's love, and swore he would never obey the marriage decree she forced upon him. Then he handed the wooden carving he had made with his own hands to the younger princess, who blushed and praised his skill. He told her he only carved for those he cared about, forgetting that the art itself was taught by the late consort who was once the elder princess's mother. That same woman had died because of the younger princess's mother. Faced with this cruel irony, the princess said nothing, knowing she would leave in 3 days anyway. But the younger princess wasn't done. At the mid-autumn banquet, she pretended to be noble, claiming she was the one to go to the north, and that if her death could bring peace, then love was a small price to pay. The crowd praised her generosity and accused the elder princess of being selfish. Remembering the bloody fall of the city from her past life, the princess didn't argue and quietly walked away. Her sister followed, shouting that she had stolen everything from her and had no right to act innocent. The princess replied that with her cowardly nature, she wouldn't even survive a year in the north, and her death would only reignite war, so she should stop pretending to be noble. Every word struck deep, and the younger one had no reply. When they saw the general approaching, the younger princess dragged her sister into the water. The man jumped in without hesitation, but swam straight to rescue the younger one, leaving the real princess